watching that procession come along, as were hundreds of thousands of others. At 9:15 this morning, the Mayor's office put out a message saying that all the public viewing areas in London were full. Such was the determination of people to get down to the capital to see that. And right on cue, as you would expect from the military, at 10:44 in the morning, we saw the coffin on that Royal Navy gun carriage coming across from Westminster Hall. Behind it, processing, were the royal family senior members, including the King, once again, over to Westminster Abbey. A shorter procession, obviously, to Westminster Abbey, round Parliament Square and into the front of the Abbey. Then, of course, after that very solemn service, just an hour or so long, by the Queen's own request, she doesn't like, or didn't like, these services to go on too long. So after an hour, the service ended. Then we got the spectacular procession that just went on and on and on. Right at the head of it were those mounted police officers alongside Metropolitan Police officers, the Mounties from Canada, and then further back, along with the airmen, the naval personnel and the army, not just from the UK but from the Commonwealth countries as well. I think really showed, Nigel, just what a global monarch Queen Elizabeth II was. And we saw it come right down here, round the Victoria Memorial. And what a very moving sight it was. We saw that, Nigel, didn't we, as hundreds of household staff from Buckingham Palace came out to bid their monarch farewell as she passed Buckingham Palace for the last time. This very important building, as far as the monarchy in the UK is concerned, the epicentre of the monarchy in terms of emblems, symbols, where all of these state occasions have taken place over the years. One last night, a huge state reception, the first one that was held by the new monarch, King Charles III. And then, of course, it was on up to Wellington Arch and transfer of the coffin onto the state hearse, and still an opportunity, Nigel, as that hearse made its way to Windsor, going through the A roads so that people could still line the streets, and they did in their thousands.
Throwing flowers.
It was just incredible to see. Some applause, but actually most of the crowds observed the silence.
I noticed this as the coffin made its way to the bottom of the Mall. There was silence. On the other side of the street, a few people started clapping, and clearly someone told them this is not what you do. There was complete silence, many bowed heads, a few people with their phones. I understand that. It's a moment they want to capture. I get it. And then, when the Queen Consort came in a car, people then started to clap, almost as if it was emotional relief.
And you can understand why, and I can't be too harsh with people for letting out that emotion at that time.